today I have another nail tutorial for you. This one is quite easy. So first I started off by painting my nails. I used a light green, a light pink, and a light yellow. You will see the design that I am coming up with, but it's going to be a fruity summer spring design, and you can choose to do one of these designs or all of these designs. It's really up to you. So first I took one of the green nails and I do like a half moon with pink. I did start out with my dotting tool to sort of create the dimensions, but I found it was kind of hard to fill in and didn't give a so smooth outline. So I did go in with a brush to touch up. It's really personal preference on what works best for you or what you have available. I felt like the dotting tool was just a little bit too difficult to fill in and make that clear line, but then again we are going to go onto the top of it with a more outside line, so if you don't have a smooth line to begin with, it is really up to you. I really enjoy doing these nail tutorials. I find them really fun and I'm really happy to do them for you. I just love nail polish and I love anything beauty related just because I do love having my nails painted and I really enjoy doing the art. So here I'm just continuing to fill in the pink half moon. This will become the watermelon. As you can see, I did grab a brush to fill it in, and that's sort of what it looks like. I do go in here now with a thinner white nail polish. I found this specific one at Daiso. It's just a small little tiny white nail polish with a really thin brush, and I just outlined the pink in it to sort of give that watermelon rind or watermelon look to it. I don't know if you'll be able to tell in this, but I do make it a little bit too thick on one side, which is totally fine. I mean, this is a really good nail tutorial for beginners, and I'm still myself not the most perfect person doing the nail polish, but you can see that I go back in with the green just to touch it up. And I mean, you can kind of see that it is a little bit different, but I do go over and put a really thick top coat, so you can't even see it once I'm done. But that's what the watermelon looks like. I do go in later to put in the seeds of the watermelon, which you can really do with anything. You don't necessarily need a dotting tool for it. You could use a toothpick or even a little tiny brush, just whatever you feel comfortable with, but that's exactly what the watermelon looks like at this point. I then take my dotting tool again to do the pineapple this time, and it's a similar half moon, and I think I did go back in with the actual nail polish brush for the yellow just because I felt like the dotting tool wasn't as precise as I wanted to be. And for this one specifically, you want to have a really clear, sharp outline. I felt like it looked a little bit better, although a pineapple is not so necessarily perfect on the outside, but I felt like it worked better with a brush. I probably would have even just done it with a brush to start with, but it's personal preference and you kind of do trial and error as you go along. So this is sort of the midway point of the nail polish. You'll see that the base parts are done and it's just now adding in the details. So as I said, I do go in with my small dotting tool and do the watermelon sort of seeds, and I decided to make them a little bit bigger. As you'll see, I'll do bigger dots. You can definitely sort of make them into almost like a pear shaped, which is more similar to a watermelon seed, but I found that was a little bit too difficult and I just wanted to make it easy, so I just did the dots. And now I'm going in with the same green that I used as a base nail polish, and I'm taking a small brush. This brush I just got at Daiso again, but you could really use a toothpick or anything that's easy for you. And I'm putting in the pineapple sort of leaves. Now that I have done this nail polish and worn it for a few days, I realized that I probably could have gone in with a little bit of a darker green, or maybe even accented the leaves with a darker green, because once you put the top coat in, they weren't as noticeable and I felt like they could have been a little bit darker. But it's personal preference. Again, that was trial and error. Once I did this, I realized that, and I found that the brush was maybe a little bit too thick for this tiny movements of polish, so it made it a little bit more blended in and really big leaves more than I anticipated. And now I'm taking a brownie color of nail polish. This is actually a really dark brown mixed with this same yellow that I did the pineapple with, and I just did crisscross pattern to sort of give the pineapple more of a pineapple look. Again, personal preference. You definitely don't need to go in with that kind of detail work, but I felt that it made it look a little bit more like a pineapple. So essentially essentially this is the finished look. You will see soon I will put a top coat on it, but it goes from sort of the watermelon outside to the watermelon inside, and then to the pineapple, and then the pineapple inside. I could have continued the crisscross to the pineapple inside on my thumb, but I just wanted to leave it plain and quite easy. You could definitely only do one of these looks. I've seen it where people just do the watermelon, so you'll have the watermelon maybe on the middle or ring finger, and that way you can kind of just do the green and the pink, but I was really into doing both of them. I thought they were both really spring and summery. I was really happy the way it came out. I thought it was a really nice spring and summer look. If you have any other recommendations on any other kind of nail tutorials that you want to see, definitely let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe because I will be doing lots of nail tutorials in the near future. I really enjoyed doing the first two, so I definitely will continue doing them. And thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned.